She didn't use any Ozempic or have any surgery. She lives by something called the rainbow diet, where you eat every color of the rainbow.
Please be rage bait. Please be rage bait. Hey everyone, I'm Abbey Sharp. Welcome to Abby's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be piggybacking on Dzung Lewis, aka Honeysuckle's very hard work here on reviewing extreme celebrity diets by reviewing them from the perspective of a dietitian. I do the nutrition, she does the taste testing, because there is no way I want to eat that. A quick note here, if you are not already, I would love if you would check out my new podcast, Bite Back with Abbey Sharp, on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you get your podcasts. Because if you like my content here, you are going to love the conversations on Bite Back. Okay, I just want to take a quick moment to talk about my sponsor, Ladder. So I just turned 37, and one of my personal health goals for this year is to try to get stronger and build more muscle, especially as I approach perimenopause, when that just becomes even more challenging. And since building muscle just does not come very easily to my body, I know that I need structure and expert guidance and also a little motivation to make real progress. And of course, like, having a personal trainer every day would be amazing, but that's just not realistic. That is where the Ladder app has really been a game changer for me. Unlike most fitness apps that kind of offer just a library of pre-recorded workouts, Ladder provides a structured, progressive training plan tailored specifically to you. Each week, your coach programs a plan designed for consistent progress, complete with video demos, in-ear coaching, and even real-time chatting opportunities. Whether you're into strength training or Pilates or kettlebells, HIIT, or conditioning, there's a plan that fits your goals and the equipment that you have access to. For me, having this level of structure keeps my workouts exciting, and it really does help me see results. So if you want to give Ladder a try, check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get $10 off your first month. All right, kids, let's take a look.
Starting with Jason Derulo. He has this unique protein meal replacement that helped him get the most shredded ever. All he does is add a can of cooked salmon, 26 grams of protein. Not bad, I guess. 8 ounces of water, a couple dashes of Tabasco, and a pinch of pepper. Is meant to help liquefy and eliminate chewing, which helps with digestion.
Oh Lord, I am so glad she took one for the team here, because I could not. So, first of all, is not chewing your food better for digestion? I mean, I guess, but in most cases, for most people, this actually would not be advantageous. If Jason's goal is to get those amino acids into his muscles post-workout ASAP, then yes, pre-digesting protein by blending it up mechanically will mean a faster transit time and quicker uptake into the cells, likely in about half the time. But according to one study that literally compared minced up beef to a whole beef steak, it actually didn't make any kind of difference for muscle protein synthesis rates. Not to mention, updated knowledge has debunked the old belief that we have this finite, tight 30-minute anabolic window to get our protein in after a workout. More recent research suggests that the window is actually more like 4 hours around your workout, and that muscle protein synthesis can extend 24 to 48 hours post-exercise. Not to mention, if you want to take advantage of protein satiety benefits, then the slower digestion of whole food salmon would actually have an edge over pureed. Yes, salmon is packed with heart-healthy omega-3s and protein, but this is not a meal replacement. It's not even an optimal post-workout snack, where ideally we would want to see some glycogen replenishing carbs. And that's no different than a scoop of protein powder in water not being a meal replacement. If it were a meal, I would want to see at least 2 to 3 times the calories, plus at least some high fiber carbs in there. So this is getting a 3.5 out of 10 for me. It would have been a 4, but it lost half a point for ruining a perfectly good can. of fish. Let's move on.
Now we have Jennifer Aniston and her weird baby food diet. I developed a cleanse where you can still eat and it's a lot of pureed foods. Liquid cleanses do help you lose weight, but you're gonna gain it back. So she wanted something where you can eliminate toxicity, break bad habits, and still have your digestive system go. Contains 5 jars of baby food for breakfast, 5 jars of baby food for lunch, 2 jars of baby food for your afternoon snack. Then in the evening, you're back to 2 jars of baby food.
Oh boy. I am sorry, Jen, but this diet screams ANA Reddit thread, and honestly it is kind of scary as
Lady, you're scaring us.
First of all, no different than a juice cleanse. Baby food has been mechanically pre-digested by a blender. So while there might be a bit more texture and possibly a little more fiber than juice, it's still going to be digested incredibly fast and therefore not keep you full for very long. Not to mention, some baby foods are as low as 20 calories per jar and contain virtually no fiber, fat, or protein. So yeah, depending on what flavors or varieties you choose, you could be making a meal out of like a paltry 100 calories. It's just a super low calorie diet. So if you think you are not going to be ravenous or gain the weight immediately back when you get sick of eating saltless pea smoothies, think again. Also, I don't know who needs to hear this, but there is no evidence that any food can cleanse your body of toxins. We have a liver, kidneys, lungs, skin, and a digestive system to do just that. So this is gonna get literally a 1 out of 10 from me because at least the pureed canned salmon had like some salt in it. Move along.
Kourtney Kardashian with her avocado pudding, which she mentions she's been having apparently every day for the past 5 years. The whole avocado, we're gonna add 1 cup of plant-based milk, 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder, 1/4 teaspoon of MCT oil, a date, and a stick of Brain-On.
So I read a lot of online articles and reviews about this avocado pudding, and most recipes say that it was really just avocado, almond milk, and manuka honey, and they basically describe it as a really bad avocado smoothie. So I'm not actually sure where she got this version, but let's go with it because regardless of what it tastes like, Dzung's version is infinitely better from my perspective. So we have some fiber in the avocado, protein in the protein powder, and some fat in the avocado and the MCT oil. And MCT, or medium chain triglycerides, are typically seen as a uniquely healthy fat because they're metabolized differently than other fats, which ultimately research suggests may improve satiety and potentially fat burning. There's also some interesting early research suggesting that MCT oil may be useful for folks with neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's. As for the kind of brain fuel supplement that she added, this is a combination of the nootropics Bacopa, Ginkgo biloba, and royal jelly, which do have some research to support their use for memory, focus, stress, and brain aging through their antioxidant properties. Is this breakfast going to make you smarter?
If you didn't notice that you got smarter since you started hanging out with me.
No, but it's a balanced meal with lots of nutrition, so it definitely may help you start your day on the right foot. So even though Dzung's face says it all on the taste, nutritionally, I would say this could be a solid 7 out of 10. It's a hunger cushion combo, and if Kourtney enjoys it enough to eat it daily, hey, good for her. On to the next one.
Now we have Bethenny Frankel, who's known on TikTok for all things caviar, cottage cheese, her Chanel issues, and now for some reason she's always talking about Dior bags. She adds a massive serving on top. Never use a metal spoon because she says it ruins the taste.
Bethenny Frankel has always been like a little bit triggering for me because it feels like a lot of her tips and hacks came straight out of an ED Reddit thread that I probably used to frequent as a teen. And I would really rather forget. I also have a very hard time trusting anyone selling skinny wine, but I digress. I will be totally honest. It never occurred to me to look into the nutritional content of caviar because A, I personally hate it, and B, I would never tell the public to add it to their meals because, I don't know, tone deaf. But it's actually highly nutritious. So 1 ounce has around 80 calories and 8 grams of protein, plus some omega-3 fats, along with extremely high levels of vitamin B12, albeit it is very high in salt. That, plus the protein in the cottage cheese, makes for a low-calorie, high-protein snack. What's missing, of course, is some fiber, since rice cakes have virtually none. So I would probably give this like a 5.5 out of 10, just down a half point from 6, because it would be a total salt bomb, and I would be like begging for some kind of acidic brightness from some veg just to break that up. But if she likes it and you can find caviar on the cheap, all good.
And now we have Benny Blanco with the watermelon pickle sandwich. Got my watermelon bread. Then he adds a slice of cheese. Pickles. Then he drizzles on some balsamic vinegar, some basil, and that is your sandwich.
Can we stop trying to make sandwiches out of things that should not be made into sandwiches? Like, I love watermelon. It's rich in some unique nutrients like the antioxidant lycopene in the flesh and L-citrulline in the white part near the rind, which does have some evidence for supporting endurance exercise by improving circulation. But it's 95% water, and water has no place standing in for bread. So taken together, we've got some carbs in the watermelon and like a whisper of protein and fat in the thin slice of cheese, but otherwise not a whole lot going on other than very sticky hands. I would way rather see this transformed into a salad with a bed of leafy greens and some shrimp or tofu for protein, maybe some avocado in there for healthy fats, anything. So yeah, it is hard enough to find a good watermelon these days. Please don't waste it on this. Sorry, Benny, but 2 out of 10.
Has her own concoction with pickles where she likes to make popcorn, so to add some butter, some salt. But then she went on Jimmy Fallon and said that she also loves to add Tabasco to it.
Okay, I may be biased because I am a popcorn lover. Like, my hyperfixation bedtime snack has been this Himalayan salt popcorn for like 3 years. Please send help. And I feel like popcorn has gotten this unnecessary bad rap because people automatically think about movie theater popcorn drowning in fake butter. But a 3-cup serving of air-popped popcorn has around 60 calories and 3.5 grams of fiber, which is pretty awesome in my books. The pickle juice and the hot sauce are really just there for flavor, not really for nutritional benefit. So I would give this snack a 6 out of 10 on its own. And if we wanted to turn this into a hunger-crushing combo, she could maybe mix in some roasted chickpeas or nuts, grate some Parmesan cheese on top, or make like a pickle dip with Greek yogurt as the base, which I actually feel like would reduce the sog factor quite a bit. Selena, let me know if you try it.
Hailey Bieber with a somewhat weird pregnancy craving during her pregnancy with Justin Bieber last year. Apparently, it's an egg salad on top of a pickle slice with some hot sauce.
Okay, as insanely strange as this sounds, in the world of pregnancy cravings, this actually is both completely normal and also very nutritious. Eggs are truly a perfect source of protein and healthy fat. Plus, they're uniquely rich in a nutrient called choline, which is essential for baby's brain and nervous system and placental function. It helps to prevent neural tube defects and preterm birth, and it also plays a role in epigenetic regulation, which may influence baby's development long term. I honestly tried so hard to eat eggs during pregnancy, but it was one of my many yakadoodle-doo foods.
Oh, I had almost gagged just then.
So if Hailey is digging the egg salad with hot sauce and pickles, thumbs up from me. And if you're wondering why so many of us preggers love pickles so much, it's obviously highly individualized, but generally speaking, the acidity may help to combat morning sickness and also help to mitigate changes in taste and smell. So honestly, eggs any way, any day are like an 8 out of 10 for me. But if we wanted to turn this into a solid 10, especially for a pregnant person with increased energy needs, I would try to throw this on top of a slice of sourdough for some fiber and carbs, and maybe like mash in some avocado for healthy fats. What's next?
Christina Aguilera. She lives by something called the rainbow diet, where you eat every color of the rainbow.
Okay, so I actually did a whole video eating like Christina Aguilera, which you can watch right here. So unfortunately, I know way more than I'd like to know about this so-called rainbow diet. And if it looked like what Dzung made here, I would be like, hell yes, 10 out of 10. Like, we got protein in the tofu, we've got carbs in the noodles, and we've got tons of antioxidants and fiber in all the different veg. Thumbs up! But that would just not be extreme enough for a celebrity diet, right? According to her trainer's rules for this diet, you can only eat one food color per day. So that would mean on Monday, maybe you'd eat red foods. On Tuesday, you'd eat yellow foods. Wednesdays, white foods, etc. So as with all diets, this is just a sneaky way to limit variety, especially when combined with some of the other rules of the diet, like no sugar or sweets or no unhealthy snacking, whatever the hell that means. If you are limited to only like green foods one day, how much can you possibly eat other than like lettuce and veg? Ditto for basically any other color other than maybe white, yellow, or red if you eat a lot of beef. So if you lose weight on a diet like this, it's not because of the lycopene on red day or the chlorophyll on green day. It's because you're just forced to eat less, and planning meals may become so unnecessarily stressful that perhaps you just decide not to bother.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Well, Dzung, I really do genuinely hope that eating that salmon smoothie made you some big ad dollar coin, because you deserve a big payout for taking one for the team on some of these meals. But that's all that I have for you guys today. If you like this video, be sure to give it the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already. You know, these are very funny, uncertain times for a lot of content creators, so I would really, really love your support. And I would also love if you would check out Bite Back with Abbey Sharp wherever you get your podcasts. But I will see you next time on Abby's Kitchen. Bye!